How well do you trust yourself? The feeling that you know what's up, you have ideas. How well do you trust yourself? I like to say that we all have a superpower. You know what our greatest superpower is? Our inner knowing. Like you have within you a knowing system. That's your superpower. Like if you really, really thought about it, you have a voice inside of you. We like to call it your inner AI, which is your authentic intelligence. The problem is that the world is stealing it from you. You're so tuned in to what the world says, social media, the media, your neighbors, people at your workplace, your boss, the company, their mission and vision, all the things really cloud your vision. It really takes away from the wellspring of creativity, insight, innovation that naturally comes to you. And then when we spend so much time pay attention to what other people are doing and what others are saying, we lose sight that we've been born with this inner knowing. We've been distrusting that voice that speaks to us. And that's a crime, right? I just believe that it is really a crime if you leave this earth without really tapping in to that inner knowing. At the Rise with Diana community here, I'm all about really learning to trust that voice. And you know what? It's never left me and have never abandoned me. And for me, it's a direct connection to my spiritual being, the God inside of me, the ultimate infinite intelligence that lives inside of me. Because when I was born, no human being created me. Well, with the exception of the chemicals that came together with my parents. But outside of that, I know that I come from something not from this planet. Like there was no human intervention that came from me. So I have got to understand that there is something within me that I can't explain that is clear in the pathway of me knowing. It's infinite, meaning like it's beyond the scope of what it is in the four corners of your mind. It's further than that. And I know that you know this because you get these little insights from time to time, but often you'll hush it because you'll look on social media or you'll look out in the world and you won't see a reflection of that. And so you'll hush it. Oh, it's not going to be accepted. People are going to laugh at me. People are going to think I'm crazy. Oh gosh, let me just pick what's normal and easy and something that just makes sense. Friends, don't follow that path. That is not the path of your creative self. Now, I'm not saying all the time that you're going to be way, way off. You are never way off. When you do the things that I'm going to tell you to do, right? And I just want to encourage you, for those of you who are in this community, the Rise with Diana community, you have to know that we're constantly dropping nuggets. We're dropping nuggets here on our YouTube page. We're dropping nuggets on our weekly email content and our Rise with Diana podcast. We like to give away stuff that you can use and you can immediately implement. And you know what trusting yourself does? Trusting yourself does, it gets you seen, heard, and valued. It gets people to believe and lean in to understand what it is that you have to say. It gets people curious about what intellect and what beautiful and innovative ideas that you have. You see, as we continue to age on this earth, right? As we continue to move into the 2025 and beyond, we are going to see a lot of things that look exactly the same. Why? Because It's in artificial intelligence. It's artificial, meaning like it's a compilation of what's already been done. But I want to give you something that's going to make you stand out. It's going to make you someone who people are going to look at and say, I want this person on my team. I want to learn from her or him or them to know how we can get our company to the next level. So I'm going to give you 3 things to think about, right? And if you are in our weekly content for email, you likely are reading this, and I'm going to read it to you. The first one that we have to do, the first thing, and I'm going to give you 3 things. The first thing you're going to have to do on the daily. And if you, I can imagine a lot of you are getting ready to fill this in, right? Well, meditation, yes, I hear you saying this, but silence the noise. Silence the noise. Most of us have no clue what that means. We fill our days up with meetings, checking social media, getting to know what we're going to do in the evening, and not really ever pulling away to get time for yourself. Every person who's ever did anything innovative in this world, anyone, you can go from the beginning of time, had to get quiet. They had to pull away. They had to silence the noise. And we have to do that more often these days than any other time. My friends, the noise is going to get louder. So I want you to be intentional about silencing the noise. All right? When you silence the noise, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get sparks. Things are going to come to you. And we like to call them little downloads. Right? For me, when I come to write or when I have things that I need to do, I like pull away and listen. And then I'll go, I don't know why I thought about that. And then I'll think about it. I might journal about it and write it down. But then I take action on that, right? On that little nudge, right? And it's something I want you to pay attention to. And it's like a spark. Take action on it. Don't question it. Go for it. Move on that. Stop mulling it over. Stop seeing if it's going to go and be accepted. Just go for it and then figure that out. The third thing I want you to do is I want you to make it a practice. If there's one thing you're going to know in this community, we are all about awareness, practice, and influence. Practice is a key fundamental strategy that we know helps our people rise. It helps our people do the greatest work. It's because we're consistently in this practice, right? Over and over again, pulling ourselves away, silencing the noise, making certain that we're paying attention to the downloads, taking action, and consistently making it a practice. It's just this infinity symbol. It never ends. How does this help you? So here's what I do know. When people don't trust themselves, people that don't trust themselves, they don't have a good relationship with themselves. They do not keep the commitments that they make to themselves. So they're constantly second guessing themselves. You are not going to fall into that trap because you are going to make it a practice. You are going to act on these nudges, that little voice that's talking to you. You are going to be pulling yourself away. Does it sound like a plan? We want you to rise in 2025 and beyond. We want you to consistently rise. If you're watching this video and it's 2065, the principles are still going to be the same. It's going to be more relevant in 2065 than 2025, right? So put this as a video that you watch often. Make this something that you consistently get encouragement on, get inspiration on, and learn how to get yourself seen, heard, and valued for the innovative ideas that you have. You've been born in the time period that you were born in for a very specific reason. We want you to grab a hold of that. We want you to believe that, and we want you to trust yourself. Does this sound like a plan? Let us know how this goes for you. Take time to trust yourself. Take time to invest in yourself. If you need help, we're here for you. Book a call with us. Maybe sign up for our Rise with Diana email content that we publish every single week. Maybe you just want to stay connected to the Rise with Diana community, right? Get involved with our courses, our Rise Advocates Academy. There's so many different options. We just want you to take action. Does that sound good? Meantime, just keep following us on YouTube, like and subscribe, and make certain that you subscribe so that you can get notified of weekly content because we're here often. All right, my friend, we'll talk to you soon.